There seems to be a consensus that starting a YouTube channel is no longer worth it due to the fact that all of the millionaires have already been born out of the platform. Yes, it's true that you have a better chance of making fetch happen than becoming an overnight YouTube sensation, but that doesn't mean you can't have your cake and eat it too. The success of YouTube influencers of the past have made marketers shift how they can potentially reach their audience, so it's actually a very relevant dream to have for your own channel. The video platform has weaved itself into the marketing fold of many businesses or really anyone looking to share their voice with the world. Here are the 11 steps you need to take in order to become a successful YouTuber. Define what success means to you and remember it. Develop your channel's goals and content. Map it out. Make sure your channel page is welcoming. Mind your SEO. Be consistent. Be consistent. Get to the point. Keep up with your niche. Manage your community like a boss. Spread the word with a killer website. Learn from your analytics. 01. Define what success means to you and remember it. Many define success monetarily, but there's so much more to it than money in the bank. If you make a ton of money doing a job you hate, would you consider yourself successful despite your lack of fulfillment? Success comes in different forms, and it's up to you to determine where you consider yourself successful. If you define success outside of greenbacks for your YouTube channel, remember that's what you're in it for. Whether it's a higher view count for your videos, more subscribers, or just an overall increase of engagement across your channel, keep this as your focus. Anything else is just bonus. 02. Develop your channel's goals and content. YouTube is video. There's a lot of good content, and a ton of terrible content out there. As you create your YouTube channel, keep in mind that developing your content is fun, but it's also a job. Here, you're defining your channel's voice and your content should align with it. Even if it's just you and your camera, you're building your brand's personality. The easiest way to develop your channel is to be yourself. But what if you're not particularly interesting even though the content you're producing is? Well, then there's nothing wrong with being a little extra to add some pep to your videos. Read a little. You're going for pep, not obnoxious. Also, always consider your audience. You'll need to decide what type of content you will be offering up on your channel. The range is huge, from how-to videos, to humor, to reviews. Once you choose that, backtrack to see how you can make the videos unique using your brand's personality. Depending on your channel's content and niche, you want to make sure you give yourself some wiggle room to cover trending topics in your industry. If some big news breaks out or there's a subject you know others with similar channels are talking about, don't hesitate to ride the wave. It's important to stay relevant. Even if you're covering the same topics as others, it gives you an opportunity to add your valuable input on a subject. 03. Map it out now. With your content type secured, make a plan as to how you will not only execute its creation, but everything in this venture. Think of this as a business plan of sorts and return to it every now and then to make sure you're adhering to the standards that you set up for yourself. You can also treat this part as a checklist of the things you will need in the creation of your YouTube channel, including any and all equipment you will need to produce quality videos. This is also a good time to figure out who else will be involved with your channel, if anyone. In essence, build a realistic timeline for your posting schedule, gather topics for your content, and make sure you follow this timeline consistently along your journey. 04. Make sure your channel page is welcoming. You know what's not cute? An incomplete YouTube profile. If you're trying to make YouTube happen for you, be sure to mind your P's and Q's. Since the medium is a visual one, presentation is key. Your profile photo or logo needs to be set in the correct place and your channel banner image needs to be the correct dimensions. Other things to think about are the style of your video thumbnails. Do they have their own visual style that you will continue to consistently reproduce? To ensure all your elements are in place and are the correct size, take a look at our ultimate social media size guide. You're welcome. 05. Mind your SEO. Properly setting up SEO for your YouTube videos is beyond important. Since you took the time to produce your videos, don't start slacking now. YouTube is a very sophisticated search engine, and people use it a lot to discover new content. Which means that, by choosing the right keywords, you'll better your chance to be found, seen, and enjoyed. If there are videos similar to one you're looking to create, take a look at the exact words you typed in for the results. Then try a slight variation to see how the results change, just so you can see what a word or two of difference can make. Research the keywords you'd like to use, their popularity, and the keywords your competition uses. 06. Be consistent. Be consistent. It doesn't matter how many of these articles about being successful on YouTube you read through, you will always find this one. You must be consistent to see any kind of success. It's that or hedge your bets on instant viral success. Don't get me wrong, that would cool, but the viral route is not a guaranteed one in the least bit. No matter what type of content you're producing, stay consistent with your timing and type. Set a schedule as to when you will release your videos and try to stick to it. Consistently releasing videos on the same day and time not only tells your audience when they can expect your new content, but it gives you a schedule to work with and abide by. Consistency isn't just about timing. It's about ensuring steady, on-brand content. Let's say you follow a baking channel on YouTube and it's your go-to source for all things baking, but the latest episode, without explanation, is all about their trip to a monster truck rally. Really? The stark contrast in content, especially without warning, is jarring and will leave your loyal viewers confused. If you want to experiment with your content, it would be wise to give your audience a heads up first. 07. Get to the point. You know what's absolutely, completely unnecessary for a YouTube video? A 5-minute explanation for something you can, and intend to, show your viewer that only takes 30 seconds. Sounds funny when worded like that, right? Unfortunately, this is terribly common. I'm sorry, but people do not have time for you to waste their time, so just get right to it. If you release how-to videos, it's an absolute must to get to your point as soon as you can. Explain what the video is going to be about and then dive right in. The point of a video is to show your viewer something. If they just want to listen, they would listen to a podcast. Of course, there will be instances where further elaboration or troubleshooting may need to be mentioned, but save that for later in the video. Your audience will thank you.